in before today, has the hit batter today, but control has been one of her strong points on the season, compiling that 5-3 record. But right now, 3-0 on McCarroll. Kelly Tomlinson playing in right center. Peterborough has moved over to left center, and Diaz on the line and left. There's the pitch. It is in there for a strike, 3-1. So playing the left-hand hitting McCarroll around to the left side. Now it's moved a little bit. Diaz moves off the line, but still shaded over toward left field, left center. 3-1. Let's see if she shows bunt again on the 3-1 pitch here. She doesn't. Hits it sharply down to second base. It's off the glove into right field. Bobbled out there in right field all the way around to third is Coyle. So a ground ball. The infield was moving, so a very tough play. She's going to get a single, credited for a single, but gets out to right field, just bobbled out there. So first and third and nobody out, and here's Cassidy Hunter.
12, left fielder Cassidy Hunter.
She reached base on an error her first time. Lexa Garcia at second base was really moving over to first to try to cover in case of a bunt. And she tried to catch that ground ball on the run. Got into right field, bobbled by Tomlinson. And now first and third, nobody out. And Hunter, a 154 hitter, coming up to the plate. She takes high for a ball. The runner goes down to second base, slides in without a throw being tried. So McCarroll steals second base. 1 ball and no strikes now. Hunter and then Rogers, 8 and 9 in the order. Then Jenna Martinez, the top of the order for Sac City. 15-3-1 on the season, 3-1 in Big 8 conference play. And they've got a rally going here in the fourth inning. That's in there for a strike. 1-1 on Cassidy Hunter. Infield in for the Beavers. Outfield pretty much straight away. Sophie Peterborough's a little bit in left center field, just a couple of steps to the left of second base. Our left, that is. Swing and a miss. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Cassidy Hunter. Taylor McKay in a difficult position because really contact, unless it's right at an infielder, is going to result in a hit and a run for the Panthers. Comes the 1-2. That's lined into right center field for a base hit. 1 run scored, and the throw is going to come in, be cut off, but it's a single by Hunter, an RBI for Hunter. 3rd hit of the inning. Coyle scores. McCarroll holds at third. Just a line drive right into the glove at second base, and we're going to have a meeting at the mound. Darren Delgado comes out to talk to his pitcher and staff, so we'll step away. We are in the top of the 4th, and right now it's the Panthers leading this one 3-1.
You're listening to coverage of ARC Athletics on Stones Radio Network.
Meeting at the mound is over, and we come back to first and third. Hunter at first and McCarroll now at third as Coyle has scored. Kaylin Rogers, who struck out back in the second, is the hitter. We'll see if the Panthers put anything on. Looks like Bray Romero is warming up for ARC. There goes the runner, and not going to be any chance. She got down to second base, slowed down, and then went head first into second base. So Hunter at second and third now, and the on-deck hitter is Jenna Martinez, the leadoff hitter for Sac City. 3 straight hits by the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. And here's Rogers. 1 ball, no strikes on Kaylin. That's inside for a ball. Kaylin Rogers, a sophomore from West Campus High School, playing at second base for the Panthers today. Came in with a .286 average and struck out, as we said, in the second inning. 1 run in, still nobody out. Runners at second and third. That's lifted into short right field. Coming in is Tomlinson. What a nice diving catch by Tomlinson. She gets up, throws at the plate, and the tag is made. And scoring is number 3, Faith McCarroll, on a sacrifice fly. An excellent catch in right field by Tomlinson. Coming over to third base is Hunter. It's an RBI for Kaylin Rogers. So second run is in, still just 1 out, and now we're going to go ahead, maybe going to appeal third base. Stones, is that what we're seeing over there?
Yeah, Coach
Appeal
Coach came out, went directly to the home plate umpire, and they're going to have a conversation of whether they left early or not. Because remember, in softball, there's no leading off.
Right.
So that's what he's checking to make sure that they weren't leading off when that sacrifice happened.
And evidently she was not, because there's no play called, so there you go. So it is now 4-1 in favor of the Panthers. The runner at third is Cassidy Hunter. 1 out, and here's Jenna Martinez, who has been hit by a pitch and popped out to shortstop. The leadoff hitter at .436 on the season. Callie Tomlinson saved what could have been another hit with a nice sliding catch out in right field, but it gave the runner time to tag and score. She had to get up and right herself, and McCarroll was able to score. That pitch is high for a ball to Jenna Martinez. 3 home runs, 12 runs batted in for the sophomore from Selma. She's behind the plate for the Panthers here in game 1. Runner at third, infield in for the Beavers. That one is in there for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Shays Latnich, the third baseman, is on deck. And then Eliza Deathridge, who is 2 for 2 today with a home run and a double. One pitch. It's a squeeze bunt, but it's fouled by Martinez, and she's down in the count 1-2. So a lot of people in action on that one, but the bunt not made. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Jenna Martinez. 4-1 Sac City. We are in the top of the 4th. That one's taken high for a ball, 2-2. Coyle singled, then McCarroll singled. Hunter with the RBI single scoring Coyle, and then a sacrifice fly by Kaylin Rogers. That's how the Panthers have put 2 up here in the top of the 4th to lead 4-1. 2-2 on Jenna Martinez. Here's McKay's pitch. Off-speed pitch is fouled back to the screen. Took something off that, and Martinez got enough on it to spoil it. She stays alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jordan Werzer behind the plate for the Beavers in game 1.
Keep fighting, Taylor.
Martinez steps back in with the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Panthers bullpen has been busy since, I think, before the game. They've had at least 1 pitcher out there loosening up. Here's the 2-2. Popped up infield, going to be called by the third baseman, that is Speederburst, and she makes the catch running in toward home plate for the second out. So big out right there, but still Shea Latnich to face here for Taylor McKay. She is sacrifice bunted in the first inning, and then she popped up the third in the third inning. So she's 0 for 1, and Eliza Deathridge is on deck, and you do not want to get to her if past history is anything foretelling future events, as she has homered and doubled in this one. 2 runs in, but now 2 outs. Still a runner at third. That is Cassidy Hunter. As Latnich facing off against Taylor McKay, the pitch is high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. McKay ready to go, 1-0. Latnich waits. Line drive, but that's foul down the third base line. Jaden Diaz will run that one down in foul territory. It'd be 1 ball and 1 strike. Latnich, a sophomore. Check that, make that a freshman out of Rosemont. She is 0 for 1 in this one. Came in at 346. She has 5 runs batted in the season, looking for number 6 in the person of Cassidy Hunter down at third base. Beavers outfield swung around to the left side, especially Sophie Petersburg in left center. That's hit out in the air towards center field, but Sophie is right in the right spot. In her tracks, makes the catch. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th, and it's the Panthers 4 and the Beavers 1.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student-athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Now back to the booth right here on Stones Radio Network.
We're going to the bottom of the 4th. Panthers lead at 4-1, which means it's time for the Stones McCoy mid-game report, brought to you by Super Taco. And Stones encouraged a little bit by the Beavers swinging the bat a little bit better, but what are your impressions after 3.5?
Well, after 3.5, Emily out there on the mound for Sac City, she's been really, really tough, and that's been the thing, is that she's got a point, a sub-1 ERA coming into this game.
Right, yeah.
She's hard to hit. She ran into a little bit of trouble in that first. That's what the Beavers need to do, is they need to get on her early like they did in that first. You get her into trouble early, and you're able to get runs around, you're able to score. That's what I'd like to see. On the other side, I'm just shocked at how well Emily's been throwing. They're setting their defense as if she's overpowering this ARC team. Every right-hander, they're shifting to the left. Every left-hander, they're shifting to the right. Something you don't normally see in softball.
That's right, and let's bring Jordan Words to the plate to start the bottom of the 4th and recalibrate what Stones just said, because the right fielder Montez is on the right field line for the right-hand hitting Werzer, and Faith McCarroll is definitely in right center field. Off the line and left is Cassidy Hunter. The first pitch is hit up high in the air to short center field. Coming in is McCarroll, makes the running catch and falls down at the end, but she makes the catch anyway. So Werzer is out on a fly ball to center. She flied to right on the first pitch back in the 2nd inning. So the configuration that was pretty much straightaway center, but you're right, Stones McCoy. They do change their outfield alignment around, and here's Alexa Garcia, who struck out looking back in the 2nd.
For the Beavers, number 7, second baseman Alexa Garcia.
297 on the season for Alexa, the freshman out of Rockland, with 1 out here in the 4th. She swings and misses at the fastball from Dethridge, who's given up 4 hits over the first 3 and a third innings, just a single run back in the first for the Beavers, who trail it 4-1 as we go into the bottom of the 4th here. As Stones reference, Emily Dethridge 5-1 with an 0.46 ERA. That pitch is outside. 41 strikeouts and 18 walks over 45 and 2/3 innings. She has 3 strikeouts today and a single base on balls. That was back in the 3rd, so pretty much staying with that ratio. 1-1 is swung on and missed again by Alexa. She is down in the count 1-2. Kelly Tomlinson to follow for ARC. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Alexa Garcia. We're at Becky Russ Field on the campus of American River College in lovely Sacramento, California, on a little bit of an overcasting day right now. Very pleasant for softball. 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. A fastball outside. And Garcia's down on strikes. 4 strikeout for Dethridge, and that will bring up Kelly Tomlinson, who singled her first time up.
Right fielder Kelly Tomlinson.
So she is 1 for 1 in this one. Came in at 250. The freshman from Orem High. Pitcher outfielder playing in right field, has one nice sliding catch out there today. Up here with 2 outs in the 4th. She takes down the dirt for a ball, 1-0. Jenna Martinez scoops that one up behind the plate for the Panthers. They've got Eliza Cueva at first, Keelan Rogers at second, Eliza Dethridge at short, Shays Latanich at third, Hunter, McCarroll, and Montez in the outfield. That one is in there for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sophie Peterburs to follow if Callie can get something started. She did with 2 outs in the second. See if she can do so with 2 outs in the fourth, and she takes that one high. 2-1. Two in the first, 2 in the fourth for Sac City, 1 in the first for the Beavers. 2 outs here on a 2-1 pitch. That's fouled out of play by Kelly Tomlinson. Evens count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looks down at the coach Delgado at third. Steps in with the 2-2 count. That's sliced down the right field line off the top of the dugout, and it is foul. Usually, if it's off the top of the dugout in most parks that I've been to, that's going to be a foul ball. Although, no, there's no way you want to design that. That's just not a good idea.
Let's go, Callie.
Kids will do anything these days, but that one I would not do. 2-2 on Tomlinson. Takes it on the outside corner, calls strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Deathridge. We go to the top of the 5th. It's the Panthers 4 and the Beavers 1.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Now, back with the play-by-play right here on Stones Radio Network.
Moving into the top of the 5th at Becky Russ Field, and we have a Panthers 4-1 lead over the American River College Beavers. Eliza Deathridge, then Eliza Cueva, and Emily Deathridge, the first 3 hitters for the Panthers. And Eliza so far came in with a .565 average. She had a 2-run home run in the first and a double in the third, so she ain't hurting that average. 9 home runs now, 28 runs batted in for the sophomore out of Rockland. Right-hand hitter against Taylor McKay. Taking an off-speed pitch, a beautiful-looking pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Eliza Deathridge, number 11 for the Panthers. Wearing the road grays today. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled away, so it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes on Eliza. Eliza Cueva to follow. 0-2 right here. That one is high for a ball, 1-2 on Eliza Deathridge. Finally, the wise up security guy came in and took Matt, the PA guy, away. So finally they figured it out. He's eluded them for long enough. They finally tracked him down. 1-2 pitch coming from Taylor McKay. It's hit sharply down to third. Nice job down there by Peterburs. Snags it and throws across for the out. Sharp shot, but Hannah Peterburs put the glove down and got it. And Deathridge retired for the first time today, 5-2-3. So 1 out, and here's Eliza Cueva, who's flied to center and popped to short. She is 0 for 2. She came in with a robust .421 batting average. 2 home runs, 17 runs batted in. Right-handed hitting first baseman against Taylor McKay. Outfield around to the left. Off-speed pitch, and it's just a little bit too low, so it's 1-0 on Cueva. Sophomore from Vanden High School down in Fairfield. She watches that one too high. 2-0. Top of the fifth, 4-1 Sac City. First of 2 here from Becky Rustfield. Panthers looking for their 4th conference win. Beavers looking for their 1st. That's an off-speed pitch. That's also in the dirt, gets away. 3 balls and no strikes on Cueva. Emily Deathbridge to follow, the number 5 hitter in the order for Sac City. .30. Hit up on the air to center field. Peterborough goes back. Sophie goes back a little bit more and makes the catch in front of the warning track. So the 3-0 green light. Cueva hits it pretty well out to center field, but not well enough, and it's 2 outs. And that will bring up Emily Deathridge, the pitcher. She popped to first and she flied to right, so she's 0 for 2. Hitting at .324 coming in, 2 home runs and 7 runs batted in. Wearing number 10 for the Panthers. She settles in there. Slightly open stance from the right side against Taylor McKay. That's right down the middle for a strike on 1. So McKay gets Eliza Deathridge and then Cueva for the first 2, and now Emily Deathridge up here. 0-1. Four runs on 5 hits for the Panthers. That one is just misses that inside corner to Emily Deathridge. 1-1. 2 American River errors, neither of which figured into a run scoring for the Panthers. Both were back in the second, where McKay was able to get out of a difficult situation. 1 ball and 1 strike on Emily Deathridge. First of 2 here from ARC. Big 8 conference action. Sac City number 4, I believe, in Northern California. That one's hit sharply off the glove at third base and ricochets on into short left center field, so it's a single for Deathridge. Hannah Peterborough tried to get that one off her glove and popped out toward left center field past the shortstop who was moving over to try to cover it. And there, nobody was paying attention, least of all me, and Deathridge moves over to second base. So Emily with some very, very alert base running, Stones McCoy. I think you were the only person that saw her go.
Yeah, the second baseman and pitcher came together right behind the pitcher rubber, and she watched that and then said, look, nobody at second base, I'm taking it.
Well done. I mean, well, not, I'm not condoning that, of course. But she's now in scoring position for Lexi Coyle, who has a single and 2 at bats here today, 1 for 2. She grounded to third and singled. She fouls that one back to the screen. Coyle singled and scored back in the 4th inning. 6th hit of the game for the Panthers. First for Emily Deathridge. She is at second base. I don't know really how you score that one, just kind of like a stolen base during the field of play. I don't know what it is. Opportunity move there, but she's at second. 0-1 pitch is hit into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Diaz comes in. Deathridge rounds it. Diaz is going to try to throw to the plate. It's on a hop. It's going to be too late. It's an RBI single for Coyle. She goes down to second base on the throw, gets her first RBI of the game, and scoring is Emily Deathridge. So that single base that she took was a huge one in this game, as it enables her to score on that single. Now 5-1 in favor of the Panthers, and here's Faith McCarroll. First 2 hitters retired by McKay in this inning, but then Deathridge with the single, taking second when no one was paying attention, and she scores on the Coyle single. Lexi is now 2 for 3 in this one, and here's McCarroll, who's 1 for 2, reached on an error and singled. Infield moves in here. 2 outs. First pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. I had a hunch and I was waiting. 0-1. 0-1. The Bird came to do the scoreboard, so he was not used to this umpire. So he did not know that you have to wait 3.5 minutes after the pitch to tell whether it's a strike. That's lifted high up in the air, short left field. Going out the shortstop, she makes the catch. That is Bella Garcia. So 1 run on 2 hits and 1 left at the end of 4.5 now. It's the Panthers 5 and the Beavers 1.
Now back to the Phantom right here on Stones Radio Network.
Bottom of the 5th, the Beavers will send up 9-1-2. That's Sophie Peterburs, Bella Garcia, and Jaden Diaz against Emily Deathridge.
Sophie, let it go.
Scored the 5th run of the game for the Panthers in the top of the inning.
Sing off right.
She gave up 2 hits in the first inning, just 2 hits since then, and since then has 4 strikeouts, including the last 2 in a row. So here's Sophie Peterburs, who grounded back to the pitcher her first time up.
Come on. We need that energy.
Corners are up on Sophie as she takes the first pitch down low for a ball. Slatinich at third, and at first, Greva was creeping in on that pitch. Left-hand hit Sophie Petersburg. 356 on the season for the center fielder out of Roseville. She'll be followed by Bella Garcia and then Jaden Diaz. So 3 straight left-handed hitters against Deathridge. That's inside and high for 2-0. Like Callie Tomlinson warming up in the pen for the Beavers. Remember, we still got another game coming. I think they're gonna number them 1 and 2 today, so it'll be game 2 coming up. 2-0 pitch. Sophie flares that one out toward the left side over into the baseball field, so that's a foul ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Emily Deathbridge, 5-1 on the season from the mound. 0.46 ERA. Gave up that run in the first inning, but since then, just the 2 hits to ARC. So we are in the bottom of the 5th. That one's hit out over shortstop. That's going to drop into left field for a base hit. Rounding the first, a big round at first by Sophie Petersburg. She almost went halfway to second base as the ball got in, and Sophie dropped that one in for the 5th hit for the Beavers. As Eliza Deathridge almost made a play on that. I thought that was going to be cleanly into left center field. She went out and almost had it. Here's Bella Garcia, who is singled in line to third. So she is 1 for 2. Scored the only run of the game for the Beavers. Back in the first on the Hannah Petersburg's RBI double. So Sophie starts things off with a single. And here's Bella. 473 coming in for Bella Garcia. Freshman from Rockland. Pitch is hit down the left field line, but that is foul. Slice it over there. Cassidy Hunter coming in all the way from left field to pick it up by the fence and return it to the field of play. We just use the same ball. We don't care. We're not throwing it out of play if it scuffs up, hits a piece of dirt or something. We're using the same ball, man. Comes out of my pay. So I'm urging them to, I go, if they hit one in the stands, I go get it myself and throw it back on the field. 0-1 to Bella. That's outside for a ball. Jenna Martinez behind the plate. She's thrown behind the runner at first a couple of times here, and Sophie Peterburg's got a pretty good secondary lead there. I guess it's a primary lead in softball because you don't get to lead off. You learn something new every day. 1-1. Bella hits that one up in the air, but that is also foul, and that I think will be out of play, and it is. Latnich gave chase, and she kind of thought she had a shot at that one. As the endless parade of relievers continues in the Panther bullpen, Stones McCoy has given up because I think their whole roster has been over there warming up, so that's all that we need to know. Right now it's Emily Deathridge, though, on the hill. Garcia hits that one sharply back off Deathridge, and it rolls around behind the circle. It's an infield single for Bella Garcia. Hit that one hard back off the pitcher. Second hit of the inning. Let's check and make sure Emily is okay out there. She seems none the worse for wear. Couldn't find it after it hit her. It kind of went up in the air and rolled over towards second base, the second base position. And everybody was on the move, so no one had a play. And here is Jaden Diaz. First and second, sixth hit of the game for the Beavers. They had 10 hits in their last outing against Diablo Valley, but can only push one run across the plate. So hits in and of themselves have not been the problem. Here's Diaz. She shows bunt, takes it outside. I think it's going to be a strike, and it is. On the outside corner, Jaden struck out and grounded to short, so she is 0 for 2 in this one. No balls, one strike. Taylor McKay to follow. Beavers have something going here in the bottom of the fifth, but they trail at 5-1. Diaz shows bunt again. She bunts it right on front of the plate. A beautiful bunt picked up by the third baseman, thrown to first, and got her at first base. And again, that's a call all the way over from shortstop. It's a sacrifice bunt, getting runners to second and third. Diaz is thrown out. Nice play at first. It is a sacrifice. Right out in front of the plate. Good play by Latnich coming down from third, but it was really close at first base. And here's Taylor McKay. McKay has grounded to short, and she has singled, so she is 1 for 2 in this one. 7 runs batted on the season, and 2 more very important ones out there for her right now. Hannah Peterburg's on deck. McKay hits one right at the first baseman. Going to look the runner back and go tag McKay for the out, and that is Cueva with a fine play right on the first base line right there. So that is a big out for Emily Deathridge and the Panthers, and it brings it all up to Hannah Peterburg, who has doubled in a run in the first and then walked in the third. So 2 good at-bats for Hannah, but putting it down on her with 2 outs again is tough work.
Let's go, Hannah.
Center fielder steps in. Actually, Hannah is at third. Sister Sophie is in center field. That's on me. As he points to his own chest. That's on me. That's in the dirt for a ball. Nice stop by Jenna Martinez. 1 ball and no strikes. Jacqueline Young on deck. Hannah at 324 coming in, a home run. She picked up her 7th run batted in back in the first inning. She's got Bella Garcia at second. Sophie Peterburg is over at third. That one is high for a ball, 2-0. Base open for Sac City if they choose to play it that way with Jacqueline Young on deck. Jacqueline is 0 for 2 so far in this one. Two balls and no strikes. That is down low for a ball, 3-0. So 3-0 on Hannah. She looks down at Darren Delgado, manning third base coach's box. It didn't look like he gave a signal, so either he gave it with his expressive face like an actor would do, like, arched an eyebrow or something, or else she just knows what to do. Outfield moved a little bit around to the right. 3-0 pitch is high and outside, ball 4. So Peterborough reaches base for the 3rd time today, and it leaves it up to Jacqueline Young. Garcia at second, Peterburg's at third, and then now with Peterburg's over at first. Young fly deep to right back in the first inning, but struck out looking in the third. with 2 on. So she is up here now. Elizabeth Balcom is warming up for the Panthers, and not Bella Garcia, as Stones McCoy tried to tell me. And we have fun here, fans. You just didn't realize what team she was on. That's, everybody could do that. Young lines that one down the left field line, but it's going to be foul.
Hey, Jackie, we waiting on it.
0-1. Jacqueline Young with a really good cut on that one. Lined it down the left field line, but it had the hook on it. Again, just like my tee shots, the hook or the slice, doesn't matter. 0-1 now. 3-0-2 for Jacqueline Young. 2 home runs, 7 runs batted in. She had a really good swing on the first at bat when she flied out deep to right to Tesman Montez, and then struck out looking back in the 3rd inning. Ground ball sharply out to a short, cut off by the third baseman from her knees, throws to second. Oh man! Called out at second base. So a fine play by Zlatnich over to Kaylin Rogers at second for the force, and that's the inning. No runs, 2 hits, 3 left. We go to the top of the 6th. It's 5-1 Panthers.
Now back to the Phantom right here on Stones Radio Networks.
Top of the 6th, Panthers lead at 5-1. It'll be Cassidy Hunter, then Kaylin Rogers, and Jenna Martinez as the Beavers' best chance at the rally shut down there by a fine defensive play by Zlatnich, getting over to Kaylin Rogers at second, who alertly was covering the bag on that play. Close play at second base. I don't know if you noticed that from my reaction, but usually I'm pretty stoic. Here's Hunter, who is singled and reached on an error. She takes the first pitch low and outside for a ball 1-0. Cassidy 154, but that single back in the 4th was an RBI single, her 3rd RBI of the season. A big one for Sac City and a 2-run 4th inning. That is on the inside corner, call strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on Cassidy Hunter. Sophomore from John C. Kimball High School. That's hit into right center field. Coming on as Tomlinson slides in there. What a nice catch by Callie Tomlinson in right center field. Got the ball with the backhand, goes to her knees. He gets the hug from Sophie Peterburs out there. Hunter bid for a base hit is thwarted by Tomlinson. Second great catch that Callie has made out there in right field today. A little sliding catches. First out is recorded. Here's Kaylin Rogers. And a sacrifice fly on a play that Callie Tomlinson made an excellent play on back in the 4th inning in short right center field, or right field toward the line actually on that one. Look out, that one's inside for a ball 1-0. Jenna Martinez, the top of the order to follow. 1 out here in the 6th. Time getting short for the Beavers. They had the rally in the 5th, couldn't get anything across the plate. And now we move on to the 6th and a 1-0 count on Kaylin Rogers. Sophomore from West Campus. Hits that one into left field. Diaz is going to go back, reach up. She's not going to get it. It'll go all the way to the fence. Rogers rounds first. She's going to easily motor into second with a stand-up double. hit number 8 on the game for the Panthers. Rogers 1 for 2 now, and she is at second base for Jenna Martinez, who has been hit by a pitch, popped to short and popped to third. The catcher came in with a .436 average, sophomore from Selma High School. Shays Latinich on deck. No chance for Jaden Diaz on that one. That one was hit too well by Rogers, and she's out at second base. That's on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. 2 in the first, 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth for the Panthers, and the Beavers just that lone run in the bottom of the first. Off-speed pitch is down in the dirt for a ball. Nice block by Jordan Werzer behind the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Panthers looking to improve to 4-1 in Big 8 conference play. They're coming off that doubleheader sweep of San Joaquin Delta during the week. Outside for a ball, 2-1. Beavers lost their last outing to Diablo Valley. That was the 3-1 decision in which they had 10 hits and left 11 runners on base. 2 balls and 1 strike on Martinez. Has 3 home runs and 12 batted in for the season. Taylor McKay working her 6th inning for the Beavers on the mound. 2-1 pitch. That's down in the dirt, ball 3. More for the Canine. There's your buddy Sam. Sam's here. I think that's probably a half dozen canines I've seen so far today. And 1 baby. So, I mean, that counts too. Baby count. Not a baby canine, a baby. That's it high up in the air. Short left field. Diaz coming in. She's got a beat on it. Makes the catch on the move coming in toward the infield. So Martinez is retired. 2 outs, and Shea Latinich is going to be the hitter. The third baseman is a sacrifice bunt. Popped to third and fly to center. So she is 0 for 2 so far in this one. Liza Deathridge on deck.
Third baseman Shea Latinich.
You really don't want her to come up with a couple runners on base. She is 2 for 3 in this one with a 2-run home run and a double. So as Latinich settles in, Rogers still out at second base, but now 2 outs here in the 6th. That's inside for a ball, and Sam disagrees with the call, but I have to agree with the umpire in that one. Sam, I'm sorry. I want to go with you. Fan wearing a Giant sweatshirt. That's cute. I didn't know there were any Giants fans still around. 1 ball and no strikes. Off-speed pitch is in the dirt, 2-0. Something's got Sam's attention down there. Latinich with 5 runs batted in on the season, a .346 average coming into this one. The game 1 of 2 here at Becky Rust Field. McKay's 2-0 pitch. Lined into left field. That is a fair ball down the left field line. Diaz is going to cut it off, but rounding first and heading into second, it's going to be an RBI double for Zlatnich and a 6-1 lead for the Panthers. 6 run batted in for Shea Zlatnich. Rogers scores, and that will bring up Eliza Deathridge.
Number 11, shortstop, Eliza Deathridge.
She has 2-run home run in the first and a double in the third, grounded to third on a fine stab by Hannah Peterburs back in the 5th, and she's up here with a runner at second, and now a 6-1 score for the Panthers. Liza Cueva on deck. So a couple of doubles in this inning for Sac City. Plates a run. Rogers crossing the plate, and that is pitch. It looked like it was Werzer was expecting a pitch out or something, and the ball came across the plate underneath her and scooted all the way back to the screen, and Zlatnich is going to move over to third on what, I don't know if it was a pass ball, wild pitch, or just a cross-up is what that was, because with Deathridge, I think maybe they were thinking they were going to walk her on purpose, and she is making the motion out to the right side to walk her on purpose. Now, I am going to go on my soapbox and say, even though I know I'm supposed to be a purist because I'm really old, if you want to walk somebody, just go walk and just go over there. Yeah, just hold up the 4 fingers and go. Although then we wouldn't have a play like that because they messed it up and they still were able to move a base over. But I'm willing to forego that and just say walk him. So there's the 4th one, and Etheridge will go down to first. Intentional walk. First and second now, and here's Liza Cueva, who has flied to center twice and popped to short. So she is 0 for 3 in this one.
Baseman, Elisa Cueva.
Came in 421 on the season for Lisa from Vanden High down in Fairfield. She's up here with the runners at first and third. Let's see if Etheridge takes off of first with 2 outs here in the 6th. That's an off-speed pitch, and it's in there for a strike. Met with almost universal rejection by the Panthers dugout. When you hear, oh, you know somebody didn't agree with something. And I've heard that a lot around the house lately. 0-1. Well, that's I guess I probably pulled the curtain back a little too far there. That's hit sharply toward third, picked up over there by Peter Burrs over to first for the out. So 1 run, 2 hits, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and the Panthers now lead this one 6-1.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, it was the most rewarding part about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Now back to the Phantom right here on Stones Radio Network.
As we go into the bottom of the 6th, it is a 6-1 score for the Panthers. We want to thank you for watching American River College Softball on YouTube. And, next time, maybe think about subscribing. That way you're going to become part of the ARC YouTube family, and we'll let you know every time there is a Beavers sporting event that is going to be broadcasted. You'll get the alert, and you'll be out here, and you'll be checking it out, and you'll be joining Stones McCoy and myself, more importantly. So we would love to have you be part of the YouTube family. Jordan Werzer starts us off, then Alexa Garcia and Kelly Tomlinson here in the 6th inning. The Beavers trailing this one 6-1. Emily Deathridge out there. She's given up 6 hits and 1 run over 5 innings. That first pitch goes about 40 feet, which is 38 feet, and it is a ball 1-0. 5 strikeouts for Emily, 1 base on balls through the first 5 innings. She's had several pitches that were questionable, though. That one's popped up very high. Second baseman Rogers calling for it by second base and makes the catch. So Werzer is out for the 3rd time, and here's Alexa Garcia, who has struck out twice. The second baseman for the Beavers. 297 before this one, 2 home runs and 13 runs batted in. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Alexa coming to us out of Rockland High, just a freshman. Playing at second base today. Kelly Tomlinson waits on deck. That swung on and missed a low fastball there. 0-2 quickly on Alexa Garcia. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning, game 1 of this doubleheader, Big 8 conference doubleheader. Sac City 6 and American River 1. That's fouled back to the screen by Alexa, so she stays alive at 0-2. Sierra College of the Big 8 Conference is the number 1 ranked team in Northern California. Monterey Peninsula and San Mateo also up there in the top 3. And then I believe Sac City is at number 4. Cosumne is also up in the top 7, I think. That's down in the dirt. I think they are 6th. American River ranked 9th in Northern California. They're still looking for that first Big 8 Conference win. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Alexa Garcia. Really difficult. I'm such a professional working with Stones McCoy today because he's already thinking about life in Arizona. He is headed out. Swung on and missed. Garcia's down on strikes. Callie Tomlinson, the next hitter. Callie is 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. That's strikeout number 6 by Emily Deathridge.
Now batting for the Beavers, number
Callie
4,
at 250 coming into this one.
Tomlinson.
The freshman from Orem High School. Singled back in the second, then struck out looking in the fourth. So she is 1 for 2. 2 outs here in the 6th. Sophie Peterberg, the number 9 hitter on deck. Callie takes outside for a ball. 1-0. Tomlinson waits the 1-0 pitch. Hit well into right field. Going back is Montez, and she's going to make the catch in right, straightaway right field. She was playing over by the line, but she makes the catch in straightaway right. 1-2-3 in the 6th. We go to the 7th, and Sac City leads this one 6-1.
Beat by DJ Stones.
Now back to the action right here on Stones Radio Network.
Top of the 7th, 6-1 Panthers. Emily Deathridge, Lexi Coyle, Faith McCarroll, the first 3 hitters for Sac City against Taylor McKay.
City number 10, pitcher Emily Deathridge.
Emily Deathridge has a single, a pop out and a fly to right, so she is 1 for 3, scored a run today. Came in at 324 on the season. Open stance right-handed hitter against the right-hander Taylor McKay. Takes the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. That's chopped right back to the pitcher, handled by Taylor McKay over to first very quickly. Dispatched Emily Deathridge for the first out, and here's Lexi Coyle, who grounded out to third back in the second, but then singled to start a rally in the 4th and scored, and then an RBI single in the 5th. So she is 2 for 3 in this one. She'll be followed by Faith McCarroll. Lexi Coyle hitting on the number 6 spot in this one. Takes that one inside low for a ball, 1-0. Lexi, the freshman from Dixon. Driven in her 7th run of the season, back in the 5th inning. Came in at 220, but has the couple hits, and that one is outside. 2-0. Kenna McKay has given up 9 hits and 6 runs in 6 innings. Came in with a 5-3 record and a 2.61 ERA. Coyle hits one out to center field, short center field. Moving on is Sophie Petersburg, and she's going to make the catch. So Coyle is retired, and that'll bring up Faith McCarroll, who has reached on an error, singled, and then popped out to shortstop. So she is 1 for 3 with a run scored in this one. Left-hand hitting center fielder. Up here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th.
Number 3, center fielder Faith McCarroll.
As the day goes on, the canine count gets higher, and we're just flush with canines now. McCarroll takes that one about 2 feet short of the plate, so it's a ball 1-0. Left-hand hitting center fielder came in at 273. Pops that one up left side. Is it going to stay in play? Here comes the third baseman. Nice play over there by Hannah Peterburs, right in front of the fence there by the dugout. So an excellent play. 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Beavers. They trail it 6-1.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers. American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
You're listening to coverage of ARC Athletics on Stones Radio Network.
Entering the bottom of the 7th inning, Panthers lead this one 6-1. Beavers' last chance will start with Sophie Peterburs, number 9 hitter, then Bella Garcia and Jordan Diaz, against Emily Deathridge, who's gone through the first 6 innings, allowing 6 hits and 1 run. She struck out 6 and walked 1. Sophie grounded back to the pitcher and singled, so she is 1 for 2 in this one. Came in at 356, and the first pitch is a little bit high for a ball, 1-0. Reminder, we got the second game coming up about, I'm going to say, between 20 and 30 minutes after the completion of this one. Jones McCoy and I will be back on the call and on the cameras. 1-0 pitch. Sophie fouls that one back to the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike. And she missed the Stones Radio Network's cameras, and that's good, which is always makes her one of our favorite players, are the ones that miss the cameras when they foul it back to the screen, because we can't bring you these kind of pictures without being right up there. We got to be right up there. 1-1 pitch. She fouls that one back to the screen. That was a little bit closer. So, Sophie, watch it, huh? Sophomore center fielder out of Roseville. Facing the 1 ball, 2 strike count. Beavers scored their run back in the bottom of the first. Haven't done anything since. Just 4 hits in that time. Did have a pretty big rally back in the 5th, but we're not able to push anything across. That one is just a little bit too high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes on Sophie Peterburs. Outfield move to the left. Hits that one in a short center field. Coming on the center fielder makes the running catch. That is Faith McCarroll out there. And Peterborough is retired. So with one out, that'll bring up Bella Garcia, who has a couple hits today and a line out. She is 2 for 3. Singled and scored that running back in the first, singled in the fifth, lined out in the third. So she is 2 for 3. Came in at 473. Outfield pulled around to the left for Bella. She takes outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes on Bella Garcia. Jaden Diaz to follow. And hopefully Taylor McKay for the Beavers. That one popped up left side. Third baseman's going to move back and make the play. That's Latnich for the second out. So Garcia kind of jammed a little bit, tried to fist it out into left field, not quite enough on it. She is retired on the pop-up. That's going to bring up Jaden Diaz, who struck out, grounded out, and sacrificed. So she is 0 for 2.
Left fielder Jaden Diaz.
2 outs here in the seventh. Diaz from Cesar Chavez High. The freshman is the last hope for the Beavers to try to get something on the board here. She takes high for a ball, 1-0. Taylor McKay to follow. One ball and no strikes. Diaz, left-hand hitting left fielder. Fouls that one back to the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike now. Panthers looking to improve to 16-3-1 on the campaign and 4-1 in Big 8 conference play. Beavers still looking for that first conference win. They'll drop to 0-5 unless they can mount somewhat of a miraculous comeback here. Diaz swings and misses. 1-2 on Jaden Diaz. One and 2 to Jaden Diaz. This one down the left field lines. Foul ball, trying to get it. It's left fielder Hunter, but she is not able to flag it down, so we'll get another try from Jaden Diaz. The 1 ball, 2 strike count. Hunter playing pretty close to the line down in left field for the left-handed hitting Diaz. One-two pitch. Fouled back to the screen again by Jaden Diaz. So it's still 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 to Diaz. Left side down the left field line again. Here comes Hunter trying to get it, but it's in front of her. Foul again. Stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes on Jaden Diaz. One ball, 2 strikes. Diaz, number 6, the left fielder for the Beavers in game 1 here, this doubleheader. That's hit well to center field, but going back is McCarroll. She makes the catch. So that's the ball game. A fly ball to center field. Nothing going for the Beavers in the 7th. Final score, Sac City 6, American River 1. Emily Deathridge gets the win. Her 6th on the season. She goes complete game, 6 hits allowed and just 1 run. Eliza Deathridge, the hitting star, with 2 hits, including a 2-run home run. So that's it for Game 1 here from Becky Russ Field. 6-1 for Sac City. We thank you for watching. We'll talk to you again. We're guessing first pitch of the second game right around 2:45 here from Becky Russ Field. For Stones McCoy and myself, Mark the Panel. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you again. Well, we'll call it 30 minutes.